Yeah, I would like to know how the yoga is able to change the life of people, maybe by your own experience, otherwise some students, examples.
There are many ways. There are so many instances and experiences that I have myself, and even I have seen this in so many people, so many. And one of the things that is really surprising at its first place is that some people, they start the practice of yoga with total lack of interest, lack of trust in it.
Oh, really?
Lack of trust in it.
Even the people who visited in India as well.
They are so skeptic.
Oh, that's interesting.
Skeptic.
Oh.
But they still do it. And when they do it, 2 months, 3 months, and within few months, something start to change in them. So there is one example which I remember that a student in China, when I was teaching there, came to me and asked, teacher, I have a problem. I said, what is the problem? That I don't want to eat meat. I said, this is not a problem. If you don't want to eat meat, it's fine. So no, because my family thinks it is some problem and I need to go to doctor and I have some malnutrition, and if I don't do it, I will have this problem, that problem. Then why I am feeling like this, that I don't feel like eating. Now, interesting thing is that this person has never attended any philosophy class. They never hear anything about vegetarianism.
Yeah.
They only practice asanas to keep themselves fit.
Yeah.
And still, in couple of months, only 1 hour a day, 5 times in a week. They only do on the weekdays, not weekends, because they don't come on weekends to the yoga studios and they are at home.
Oh, really?
And and they only do on the work days because they work, they skip their lunch and do the practice and go home.
Wow.
Forget everything.
Okay, good.
And in few months, they start to see the change in their habits. They start to change in their food habits, especially. Now, what is this relationship? You do some exercise, according to them, they do exercise, movement of the body, and the result is that their attitude towards food is changing. How come?
It's very interesting.
Is it not so surprising? And it's such a powerful change that they force themselves to eat, and then they feel very uncomfortable about it. Yes, and this is what gives a very good understanding of this yoga, that it is not about you are stretching your muscles or you are becoming flexible or you are losing weight, but actually you are shaping your attitudes. Not only you are shaping your body, but you are shaping your attitudes. And this happens in a very mystical way, in a very subtle way. And that's the beauty in it. And that's what, this is very interesting. The reason why it happens, that in the whole system of yoga, the body and mind are not separate. If you do something with your body during your asanas, the change is bound to happen to the attitude, mind, thoughts. And this is the approach of the practice of asana, that it can bring the change in your, not only in the body, not only in the structure, in your posture, alignment, and your breathing, but it starts to bring changes in your thoughts, in your attitudes, in your behaviors. So that's a very significant change that I have seen in many.
So even if the people doesn't study about philosophy or anything, but still
no need, because it is about experience. When you are spending time 1 hour with yourself every day, that experience will unfold everything that is there inside the scriptures, in the books.
Wow.
Whatever the things that we read in the books, it comes from that. Not the things come from the books to us. It's opposite way.
Exactly. So, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, do you have any sloka from the Bible for the people who want to start learning about philosophy?
See, it is very difficult to say tips. The main important thing is practice.
Exactly.
If we start practicing, this is what I shared in the previous example, previous answer to the previous question.
Yeah.
That if we start spending time with our body, breathing, emotions, thoughts, changes will start to happen into our life, into our behavior. So everything that is there in the texts of yoga, scriptures of yoga, these things can be experienced. So, actually, it doesn't matter if Patanjali has written these Yoga Sutras, composed these Yoga Sutras, 2000 or 3000, and whatever the timeline is. We don't really know about that. Probably.
Yeah, and we don't know who is Patanjali even, right? Okay.
No matter what, still, whatever is mentioned in the Yoga Sutras, it is about the human mind and human behavior. So when this human mind and human behavior is the same, and no matter if we practice this 3000 years before or now, the results are going to be the same, because whatever is given in this, it is the laws of nature, and laws of nature are applicable everywhere, universally, to all human beings. So when these laws of nature, we come into the contact of ourselves, we start to unfold those laws of nature. And that is what yoga philosophy is.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So it is not separate from life already. It is already the part of life. We don't need any tips. What we need is to spend time to remove the coverings and unfold this already existing knowledge with us.
Wow, thank you very much. So it would be the last question. May I ask you about your favorite sentence from any Bible, Gita or Sutra, anyone?
Yeah, there are a few, but from Bhagavad Gita, there is one verse which is very, very powerful. It has worked. That is, you are your own friend. You are your own enemy. You can liberate yourself and you can degrade yourself. In Bhagavad Gita's 6th chapter, 5th verse, Uddharet Atmanatmanam Na Atmanam Avsade. So this verse is very powerful. When we start to reflect on the meaning of this verse, we start to take the responsibility of our own actions and behaviors. And it gives a hope that we are the makers of our destiny. So whatever happens to us is actually a result of our own actions, own karmas.
Yeah, I agree.
And that will be giving this clarity to all the chaos that happens when we have nobody to blame. That whatever is happening in life, if I keep blaming someone for that, then it is not taking me towards any solution. So this verse keeps us focused on your path, that what you are facing in your life is a result of your own actions, and taking responsibility of the consequences of the actions is the way out.
Yeah.
It is our own responsibility that whatever we have done, there's no way to run away. We have to face it and take the responsibility of the consequences. That is the way out.
That's great. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. So
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm going to share this idea to Japanese people. Maybe it should be very great for them to understand. Yeah. What is yoga? Yeah. Yeah. So thank you very much for accepting this interview. Thank you very much.